Hello, everyone's. I am here for my review of Our Kind of People, Season 1, Episode 8. If you are new to my channel, welcome. I am Lady T. I like to do reviews on scripted reality shows as well as scripted shows. If you're returning, you one of my people, welcome back. So, we have comments from last week. Karima says, LOLT, you were so young. It's the roaring 20s. I, yes, correct to everything. Because when it be coming to like years and stuff, I'm like, it could be between this time and this time. What I do know is disco was kind of 70s, 80s. Rap, came around in like the 80s and it been there since then. Pop been since like the 80s up until now. I know that, but like once you get back into like the 60s and all that stuff, I'm like, I can see in my mind what the kind of dances they be doing, but I cannot tell you exactly what decade it was in. So thank you. Karima be getting me together, not get me together in a bad way, but she be like, "Girl, it's this, okay?" She be keeping me informed, and I appreciate that. And she also says Raymond's partner name is Jack. See you next week, Lady T. Peace. Oh, peace, Karima. Cause I would have just been calling him friend. I told you that on my last review. Child, names just be going by me. They'll say that person's name and I'll be too busy writing notes and just totally forgot it. But I guess I don't really need to know his name, but we're going to get to that later. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, because I did something, got my notes wrong. Okay. I'm going to start off with Leah in the shower with Raymond. And I'm sitting here like, girl, you do not have on a shower cap? What are you doing? Your hair is either relaxed or pressed. So you know that once it gets wet, it's going to revert back. A good chance of that. So we ain't gonna put no kind of shower cap on. I'm like, I need the writers to get things together. Certain people, they need to be doing certain things, like wearing their hair wrapped up at night. And when you're getting into the shower, make sure you have a shower cap on. I don't even care that I am natural and I don't care if my hair gets a little wet. You best believe there's a shower cap going on my head. You can go to your local beauty supply store and get one. You can go to your local Family Dollar and get one. Why is it that she does not have a shower cap on her head? That was bothering me too. It was the littlest thing. I'd be like, no, that just don't be making no sense. Maybe it's just me. So we see Quincy and Sloan, they over here, being flirtatious with each other. And I'm like, y'all better watch out because y'all going to end up being Raymond and Alex 2.0. And y'all want to fall in love and get married and they going to mess around and try to not go fire your grandma from the job she done had for the last 50 some years. Saying that she done gonna mess around and stole something from the family. Or threaten that they're gonna say she stole something just to keep y'all apart. Like, we loved you and all. We've been knowing you since before you was born. Yeah, we've been knowing your family since before you was born. We have no problem trying to keep, our family married into rich people. We can't have our doggone grandson out here marrying the doggone helps grandbaby. We already got rid of one lady like 20 something years ago. We have no problem of doing it again. So Angela finds out that her distribution deal won't happen since Alex was out here telling all the family's business about Daddy Franklin and his Parkinson's disease. The board is like, yeah, we're going to focus on getting this stadium built and we will not be investing. Franklin Holden won't be investing in anything right now. This means that she got to go make nice with Mama DuPont. Y'all know Mama DuPont don't like her at all. Can't stand her. And Angela, she the type of person, I'm going to speak my mind. I don't care how much money you got and what you can do for my career. You just not going to be talking to me in your type of way. And I appreciate about her. But they did it right, in my opinion, with Mama DuPont's hair. That gray wig on her, everything. I've loved her ever since she was in Lost. And her playing somebody like really doggone evil, I'm appreciating that about her. I love when a person has range where they're used to, being a nice person and she on here like she cutthroat. I appreciate that about her. Don't know the actress's name for nothing, but I remember she was on Lost. and I loved her own loss. She's like, me and my husband Bernard, we ain't got time with y'all foolishness, because when foolishness popped off, her and Bernard hopped off to the cut and they was fine. Where we at? Mama DuPont is kind of upset that Leah is making nice with Angela, because she believes, just like Angela's mama, she is trash. Leah's mama wanted, I think her name Rose. She wanted Eve to be a part of the Gracie, but Mama DuPont talking about something. She took the easy way and slept with Daddy Franklin and got pregnant. She trash. Her daughter trash. I don't know why you want to be associated with trash. Easy and simple as that. I'm like, did she fall in love with this man who happened to be her friend's husband? Or did he seduce her? What was the thing? Is this where, Rose was starting to slip in and out of her mental health issues? Not excusing it or anything. I just want to know more to the story. Wrong either way. Yeah. What I love about Mama DuPont, and I'm gonna say she is something else for this. She just got done pushing Jack to his death. It was an accident, but still she participated in it. She over there trying to basically get him to sign back over um you know his shares, or do something with his shares for the Darman Group, because that's her family's company and she don't want Daddy Franklin have you know any say on it. And she was basically like, the only reason your family had anything to do with our company is because back in the day a black man couldn't get a loan, and we basically just like let y'all like ride our coattails basically. And she trying to leave, and doggone it, he grabs her arm and she kind of like does that, and he falls on a glass table. She went right from there to going to the Gracie's event and being shady towards Angela about etiquette. And I'm like, what part of etiquette is out here pushing somebody accidentally, that it may be, to their death and just leaving like ain't nothing happened? And the way she did it was like, I've done this before. This does not faze me one bit. And I could do it again. I was like, okay, Mama DuPont. So Aunt Peggy, she confesses to Angela, them drugs that you found, that wasn't Nate's drugs, that was my drugs. I've been stressed out. I went to Boston, I got some drugs. She was a drug addict back in the day. Her and her boyfriend got to fighting while they was hiding drugs, and she stabbed him. Didn't know what to do, so she called Eve. He was like, my boss can take care of things, and Daddy Franklin took care of things, but he's been holding over her head ever since she got there, and wanting her to do everything in her power to get Angela to leave. And she's like, your daddy ain't no good. Look here. He been holding this over my head since we got here. He want me to make sure that you leave up out of here. But girl, I need to start going to an AA meeting because I am stressed. Your daddy ain't no good, girl. He ain't no good at all. So now she got this to think about. Raymond lets Mama DuPont know that Jack, that's his name, is dead. She's like, oh my goodness. She does the whole thing. And he was like, yeah, but it wasn't an accident. And he didn't found the glass that she was using. But he said, I covered it up because Taylor, no, Lauren's the one who found him with Taylor. She's like, oh my goodness. He's like, yes, well, I smoothed things over. I went down to the police station and said I was worried about my friend. He had been drinking a lot lately, and I'm worried about him because I haven't heard from him. And when I got there, he was passed out dead. You thought you was going, now that he's committed suicide and died, the shares go back to him, I guess. I don't know how that works. Don't know business like that. But anyways, we say you thought you was gonna get control of the company, but you not. But we did find out why Mama DuPont don't like Eve or Angela, is because her husband didn't want her to do anything with Darman. So he gave her some money and she invested in Eve's business because Rose asked her to, or Rose was like, yeah, it's a good idea. And then Eve turned around and was hunching on Raymond and got pregnant, and the business didn't go well. So her husband took the money back. So now she been mad at Eve, even though she gone on to glory, and Angela ever since. Now I don't know. I guess since Taylor and Lauren are so traumatized by Jack seeing him and everything, seeing him dead, they start kissing. Don't know how. I am so distraught by what happened. But she was there with me, and we was victims and traumatized together, so let's kiss. Even doggone Quentin and Sloan, she was like, "You want me to make you feel better since your uncle is dead?" I'm like, "Really? This is what we do when somebody close to us is dead. We just start making out and potentially having sex." Anyway, so y'all, that was suggested. If I left anything out, by all means, leave a comment below. If you are new to my channel, welcome. Feel free to subscribe. It's free all day, every day, free 99. Make sure your notifications are on so my beautiful face with the video. You can click on it, you can like it and share with your people, or you can come over and be one of my peoples. If you're already one of my peoples, welcome back. Y'all know what to do. Tell your people, tell their people to come over and be one of my peoples by clicking that icon above. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.